Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. We got ourselves an unboxing to do today. Hi everybody, my name is Dacob and I have a problem. Subscribe to my channel first and foremost. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Dacob all about together for extra perks. Thank you to my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream every Saturday. You are all invited to join the live chats and join the cult, the day cult, and get the merch while you're at it. The Dacob cult, get it? It's all just a joke. But no, the merch really exists at www.superdacob.com. You can also get it at Amazon. All right. Let me do a little screenshot moment before we get to the unboxing for the thumbnail. Maybe without this. And shocked. Or not. Okay, it's not working. All right. I'm cut off. Let me see. Doesn't matter if I'm cut off. Okay, we might make some more later. This is a lot to get through. So, now, what did I get? So my sales associate is really very sweet. I mean, very dedicated. We've been working together for many, many years. So, you know, they know that when I arrive, it takes time because, as you know, Chanel does not showcase everything they have, every collection on their website. They hide most of the collection, so you don't get to see it on their website. So they want you to go into the boutique. But the problem is when you go into the boutique, they don't show you the entire collection because not every boutique orders everything. So they're going to have a select few pieces of every collection. But they're not always going to have time to show you all those pieces because some of the pieces are out, some of the pieces are in the back. So it all depends on, you know, how much a sales associate has time, how patient they are, what's the budget that they have to reach, quota. I mean, there's a lot of things to consider. So I'm very, very grateful and thankful to my sales associate because she really takes the time, sometimes hours, to just then ultimately find one little piece or one big piece or several pieces or sometimes nothing. But just that time spent together, that to me is luxury as well. And it was such a beautiful, beautiful conversation we had the other day when I went in looking for something. And, you know, she had to take the time to actually scroll through the mobile phone that she has, that special app as a worker of Chanel, as an employee of Chanel, to be able to access the entire collection online, to see all the pieces. So you discover pieces you didn't even know existed, if a sales associate actually takes the time to show them to you. So we started scrolling through all the pieces, looking, you know, because there's a lot of collections. It's not like they only have fall, winter, and spring, summer. You know, there's Metiers, which is pre-winter. Then we got the pre-fall, winter. Then we got the main fall, winter. We still have the spring, summer stuff. So there's like 4 collections to scroll through, to look at, and to find stuff and discover things, right? So we took our good time because what I've bought here is not on their website. It's something you had to discover. Thank you for becoming a member. But let me cue in the chats so everybody's with us in the chats as well. Hi, chat. How's it going? So, all right. Hey, hi, Jason. Hi, welcome. So you guys, okay. So anyway, we were talking, and she was so nice and said, you know, I always think of it because I know you love the catalogs. So the first thing she brings out, and oh my gosh, this was insane. It's a bunch of catalogs, right? So I got the, I already peeled it open. I got the Tweed collection catalog, the fall winter 2022/2023, which is really beautiful. It's kind of like in this envelope. And then when you open it up, it's a folded, kind of like a newspaper size folded catalog of all the photos from the fashion shoot and then all the prices as well. Beautiful catalog, but more simple. The more complicated one is this beauty here, the Metiers catalog 2022. This one in particular is awesome because it comes in this cotton slider or sliding box out of which you take out the hardcover book with my brooch. This is the one I unboxed last week. It's on the cover, baby. It took only 10 months to make. And then in the back, there's an extra booklet that talks about all of the Metiers d'Art salons and all of the extra brands and companies that work for Chanel for Metiers d'Art. So it's a beautiful, beautiful catalog depicting the collection. Like really, really awesome. And then she told me, you know, we stopped sending these to clients' houses, so you have to pick them up in the boutique. So I still was missing my issue 23 and my issue 24. The 23 is, I think, Metiers d'Art, and 24 should be fall winter. I'm not so sure. But it got thinner because, as you can see, sometimes the issue is tinier, sometimes it's bigger, sometimes they have more to report, sometimes less. So I love my Chanel catalogs, books, magazines. So for those of you who are following me on, who are members, tier 2 members or tier 2 patrons of the Fashion Bunker, you know, usually in the pre-shows we go through these catalogs as well, and we read some articles because sometimes there's some really interesting stuff to learn about the Chanel brand and also some interesting gossip to go through. These magazines are really good for that. So I got these. Then in the beauty department of the boutique, I got some beauty stuff. Okay, I went a little bit crazy. I'm up, as you can see with my eye makeup, I have become obsessed with the Chanel eyeliners. Like, obsessed doesn't even begin to describe how obsessed. So in fact, I got five new colors. They're right here. So I got Gris Granite Gray, which is kind of like a silver, which I'm using right here. And then underneath the eye as well, this kind of dark, it's almost like a gunmetal silver. Gorgeous. Then I got Or Antique Gold, which is at the top here, and I'm using it also underneath the eyebrow and a little bit on the side. Then I got Marine, which is like a metallic blue. I'm not using that one today. Then I got Nude Eclat. And that Nude Eclat is, you don't really see it. It's just used to reflect light. It's kind of my skin tone, slightly pearlescent. This entire top part is covered with it. Very delicate, subtle shimmer. And then I got Rose Cuivré, like a copper rose. The copper rose is this little line that's pulled out. That's copper rose, as well as on this side. Divine. I already took them out, so I have this little pouch for these. And here's my growing collection. I'm obsessed. Seriously obsessed. So this is my growing collection of my Chanel eyeliners. Like, I can't even tell you how obsessed I am. Like, I'm that obsessed. Okay, it's serious. It's an obsession. This is the Kayal. This is the nude. Okay, so these are the eyeliners. They're amazing. And you don't have to go like this crazy. I love to do more for the live streams, obviously. But when I go out and about, usually I just use the blue carbon, which is subtle but gives more depth to my eyes, and it doesn't come across immediately as if you have like a ton of makeup on, which is really cool if you want a more natural look or a natural finish. One of these fell, and of course the gold one fell. I wonder if it broke now that it fell. Because the gold one already did kind of break a little bit. No, there's still a lot left. But the gold one is a bit tricky because I think it's a bit drier because of the gold particles. So it can kind of break off easily. Got to be very careful with the gold one. I already broke off a bit of it because I pushed too hard on the skin. So I got those. And then I had to stock up on the body oil. Coco Mademoiselle body oil. I stocked up on the body oil because I don't know if they're going to discontinue it again. And I'm using it up really quickly. After every shower, I bathe in this stuff. It's that good. I'm almost halfway through the first package, so I had to get that. And then, oh, it's so sweet. And then as a little thank you, And the beauty side of things, they gave me this. It's not focusing. Okay, this thing is, I mean, amazing, to say the least. Let's get it out and show it to y'all. This is really, really awesome. This is better than most other pouches I've ever had from Chanel. It's gorgeous. And this is not a print. They've actually stitched it on. Hold on. The zipper does have a little logo as well. This is like the best pouch they've made in a long time. Seriously? Yeah, it's 3D. It is 3D. Yeah, it is 3D. So I'm so humbled and grateful for this because I was not expecting it. And then they gave me this little tiny thing, which is adorable. It's like for lippies. It's a little lipstick container, the Rouge à Lèvres Extrait. Now, I have not purchased any of the extraits yet, but this little pouch kind of keeps the... It's a little felt, soft felt container for your lippies. So you kind of open it up and you got a little mirror there. And then, you know, you put your lipstick refills and the lippies in here. It's adorable. And it has a double C on it. And kind of like their cosmetic pouches, the compacts, it has that shape. So this little piece, super cute. I did not have this in my collection. So I was like, whenever I get a new freebie like this that kind of surprises me in the way that it's shaped, I'm always super excited. Such a sucker for this stuff. Like, I love this stuff. Obviously, now I cannot close it anymore because I can't. Because the tissue paper on it is like saying no. Okay, you know what? We're going to do this later. All right, so they gave me a big bag to put the little stuff inside and the catalogs. Oh, the camellia fell down. But this is... These paper camellias are terrible. So this is the bag inside the bag. This is the piece we're going to unbox together right now. So let me take this bag down. So we're going to unbox this gorgeous piece that took hours to discover, to find, and the whole process was amazing because it's something that you discover once once somebody actually takes the time to show it to you. And I think that's part of luxury. That's how luxury should be, especially if you're going to a place like a Chanel boutique. Pardon me, Chanel boutiques that don't even have online sales of these particular pieces. So you're forced to go into a boutique. And if you don't live near a boutique, then you got to kind of call and hope that some sales associate is going to be nice to you on the phone and that they're going to want to look for something up for you. But their website doesn't show all the pieces of any collection. So how do you know this even exists? You don't. It's going to forever remain a mystery to you. Well, I'm going to show you now that it does exist. So I can tell you already that it is from the Metiers collection, which is the one I'm most excited about every year. And I've said this on my Dacob CC Instagram account, so go follow me there for all the news related to my Chanel collection and my thoughts about the brand. Dacob CC, DACOB CC, all spelled together. And I've said there also that I'm kind of just thinking, they're doing 10 collections a year. It's a lot. What do you focus on? And to me, the collections that really kind of move me are always Metiers, and for the whimsical pieces, the cruise collections. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I might just stick to that. And I'm just going to start seeing Metiers as my fall winter. And I'm going to see cruise as my spring summer collection. Or vice versa, depending how you want to see it. But, Metiers arrives in June. So you're supposed to buy that stuff and wear it into winter. And then the cruise collection arrives in like October, November. So you're supposed to wear it into winter and then into spring, right? So But I'm thinking those are my two core collections that I love the most. Now, I'm not buying Chanel leather at the moment because I think their leather is tragic. The quality is just really bad. But not all hope is lost because there are other pieces like this one that are really good. As I said in my other videos where I was explaining to you my complications with Chanel leather, me bringing back the Chanel 22 bag, you followed that. If you haven't watched that video, check it out. Also, my little tiny red clutch on chain. Also purchased shortly before the 22 bag. That one also, I returned it because, and that's drama that's still happening because now they have to send it off for repairs. It can't be repaired. I'm just going to have to wait half a year till I get a voucher. So anyway, I'm done with their leather until I don't see real improvement, and I haven't seen any yet. Also not a fan of their clothes at the moment. The quality is not there, but I still love their perfumes, their cosmetic, makeup, creams, fine jewelry, and their costume jewelry. Some shoes I'm also still fine with, but not some of the shoes are not good. Oh, here we go. I'm so excited about this one. This one is not on their website, you guys. But before I show you this, if I made a separate video on this other topic, you would not click on it. But I'm going to sneak this in here because I also bought something else. I love my Benetton and Castelbajac. By the way, not sponsored. I bought all this. This is one of Castelbajac for Benetton's bags to die for. I just have to show you this, guys, before we unbox what we're about to unbox. Castelbajac, one of my favorite designers. He's still alive and still working. He's like up there with Vivienne Westwood in my eye. He made a capsule collection for Benetton. And it's coming out actually in October. But my boutique, I think they made a mistake and they put the stuff out a little bit earlier. And Castelbajac loves colors. He's all about colors and beautiful, fun vibes and fun colors. So I got this cardigan. It's a blend of cashmere and wool. It's so 90s, like late 80s, early 90s. It's very Pedro Almodovar as well. You know, he's one of my favorite directors. So it's like kind of all this color blocking all over the cardigan. I love it to bits. Let me put it on for y'all while I'm wearing my cult thing, and then we're going to unbox this baby together. Just a little tiny, moment. This is such a cute cardigan. Makes me feel so happy when I wear it. I bought the extra large because, I like my stuff oversized. So let me just pull the underneath sleeve. Oh, it's so nostalgic. Makes me want a milkshake. Yeah, it's cute, right? Okay, maybe it doesn't fit with this particular t-shirt, but, if you're just wearing it with a shirt, not a t-shirt underneath, it's super adorable. The pockets, oh, I just love it so much. All right, back to Chanel. Here we go. I don't want anything to fall out. This is the little paperwork you get with their costume jewelry that explains how to use it, how to be careful not to tarnish it. I've just made a video about these pouches. Be careful with these pouches. I will not be using this pouch. If you want to know why, check out that video. I'm going to link it up here or down below. There's a reason why I don't want to use these pouches. Anyway, but I have an alternative to these pouches already that I also mentioned in that video. Okay, here goes. It's a beauty. It is a beauty. It's a Metiers Byzantine / Maltese cross with, it's very heavy. In the back, it's just as beautiful as in the front. It has all those little ribbons running around the back. It's made by Goossens. It's made in France. Goossens costume jewelry is the best. So this one we do see on the website as a necklace in 2 variations, but we don't see it as a brooch. It doesn't exist as a brooch, but it exists if you know that it exists. So it has this cast resin in pink stones, slightly different shade of pink, and then the 4 pearls, glass pearls, and then this kind of golden ribbon woven around it. Now, it's a very simple piece, nothing to scream about, but something about this, which is rare for Chanel to do, these hues of pink within costume jewelry for Metiers d'Art, that really moved me. I don't know, it gave me such a vibe, Such a vibe. Oh my gosh. Because it's kind of giving me the best of, let me put it up here. It's almost giving me Y2K vibes, but also 90s, but in this pastel-y, delicate color. Ah, okay. I should have put it more centered. Hold on. It's so hard to put on a brooch when you actually have the sweater on or jacket on. And then you have to put it at an angle more like this. Now I put it at a wrong angle, but it's a cutie. Now, obviously, you can also wear the brooch here in the center. You know, we could also put it on the shirt just to close the shirt and just wear the brooch there. But since I have a t-shirt on top, you know, I should take the t-shirt off and just wear, you see what I mean? The t-shirt is what doesn't match with the cardigan. So if I just take the t-shirt off and we just had the shirt and just the cardigan, it would be a much better combination. Yeah, something to wear when having tea with the queen. So you're going to have the tea with me, is what you're saying. And I'm the queen. Okay, we'll go. Yeah, the stone and pearls are beautiful. Looks like a queen's piece from a fairy tale. And it's very heavy. It looks teeny tiny, but it's substantial. There's with their Metiers d'Art collection, when they do costume jewelry, they don't make it hollow in the back. So they always say, you know, it has to look as beautiful in the back as it is in the front. And it really does. So it's a full piece. When you flip it in the back, it's just as beautiful. You know, it's kind of has hidden details in the back that you don't see when you look only at the front. And it's heavy and you feel it when you wear it. It's not light. I mean, oh, adorable. It's even better in the center. You know, just wear it a little bit at the bottom of the collar. Like that. Right? Just saying. So, and actually, you could do even a completely whimsical moment and you put it on your hat. Gorgeous. You know what I mean? Even in the front, because this is a little bit stiffer in the front, so you could technically also wear it more towards the front on the cap. It's beautiful. You see what I mean? And this is something I just posted on my Chanel Instagram account, Dacob CC. And I said, you know, what I'm about to say here is going to ruffle some people's feathers, but bear with me. I mean well. However, with their bags and the obsession with Chanel bags, I never stress enough to repeat this. You know, I say also to people who are kind of upset with me, why are you like throwing shade at Chanel? Then stop buying their stuff. I'm like, wait, hold on. I have an issue with their leathers and their leather bags. I don't have issues with other things, certain other things. So don't forget, when Coco Chanel was alive, she didn't care for bags. She was a couturier, first and foremost. She made clothes. The bags, most of her bags were made in fabric materials. They were made out of leftovers. So what does that mean? That means that when you order, when she was alive, there was no prêt-à-porter, there was only haute couture. When you order an ensemble from Chanel, in tweed, in jersey, in silk, they make you the outfit, and with the material that's left over, they can make you a bag. The bag, when Coco Chanel was alive, she didn't spend time designing bags. Bags were there for her because they were practical. Bags were not center stage. Bags were supposed to be invisible. Bags carry secrets. The beautiful things are inside the bags. But the bags themselves, in Coco's time, were not supposed to attract attention. Her attention was dedicated to the clothes. The bag is not supposed to take away from the clothes. Hence why the bag was often, when Chanel was alive, made out of the same materials as the clothes. In fact, Chanel preferred fabric bags to leather bags. What does this mean? Sorry, I've been live streaming for like 6 hours already. This means that the bag that usually would be made by Chanel when she was alive, was there as a practical necessity. It wasn't a standalone piece. We don't see photos of Chanel working in her atelier on designing bags. We see her, most of the photos of Coco Chanel that we see, it's her standing tirelessly for hours on end, working on the shoulders on her models and mannequins, fixing, repairing, setting stuff up. We never see her working on bags, but we do see her sitting in her ateliers working on costume jewelry. And this is why I still respect Chanel, because it's not like their brooches are the things that sells the most. What sells the most are the big double C brooches, but these cross brooches usually don't sell, especially because they're cross brooches. They don't sell in certain countries for religious reasons and all that stuff. Even though Coco's crosses were not connected to religion, that's a whole different story. But anyway, there's photos of her, you guys, I have a ton of them, where she's sitting and working with pearls and shifting them, making little brooches, like dissecting jewelry that she was gifted and taking the bits apart and then putting them again together in new shapes. She loved it. Bags are a necessity. Costume jewelry is magic. And especially how she would position costume jewelry. If you wanted to catch her attention, you would try to find the most unorthodox place to put costume jewelry. In fact, Coco herself often styled brooches at the hip. If you were wearing an ensemble, a dress, and then where the shirt ends and the skirt begins, on the skirt, there would be a brooch, like all the way, down there. In the center here, on the side of the collar there, sometimes in the hat, sometimes it would be on the pants. Brooches would have all these different positions. She loved it. She loved costume jewelry that is meant to enhance the outfit. Costume jewelry accentuates the ensemble, but it also does something very important. Costume jewelry, if it's done right, adds value to the character of the person wearing it. So what happens is you can underline part of your character with a brooch or with interesting earrings, like a conversation piece. People start talking about it. Oh, what's the intellectual aspect behind this? What's the whimsy? What's the wit? And then you could start with a nice little witty conversation, and that's how you start talking. Bags. She never saw bags as anything else but just practical. And the reason why she invented the 255 bag was just because she was annoyed by all the theft that was happening in Paris. Ladies always with their, little handle bags or little leather strap bags, and thieves on motorbikes would pass by and cut them off with scissors and run, or just pull them off. And so she said, you know what? Let me do the metal chain, because at least if you wear it like that, they can't cut it off you. That's literally the practical reason why she did a metal chain instead of a leather chain. If I said leather before, I meant metal. So the 255 was born out of necessity. It was not born out of flamboyant need to embellish an outfit. Costume jewelry, however, in the eyes of Coco, had a very important position in adding value to a garment, to the interest of the wearer. And I'm very, very happy to see that every Metiers collection, the Chanel house or the Maison, dedicates a lot of time to costume jewelry, because that's where her DNA is. Do me a favor, watch the Metiers collection, the last one, 2022, and try to envision each and every one of those outfits on the runway, but without one single piece of costume jewelry. Sure, some tweeds and cuts are still Chanel. You're still going to see that Chanel. But if you take away the strands of pearls and the brooches, you lost a big chunk of personality that makes Chanel Chanel. So next time you go to a Chanel boutique and you're looking at their costume jewelry, remember this. This is the most important part. Of course, the most important part is the outfit, the clothes, if you can afford them, right? But the second best is this. And not the double C you know, sure, everybody has at least one or two, but when she was alive, she never did logos. Coco Chanel didn't put logos on her costume jewelry. The logos were meant for her cosmetics, you know, like powders and stuff. She did the double C on her creams, on her perfumes, but not on her clothes. In fact, that's why you still don't have any logos on haute couture. If you can afford Chanel haute couture, you will not get a single logo visible on the outside because you paid enough to get the logos away. I would have preferred this costume jewelry piece to not have the double C on it, but it is what it is. Still, it's better than, you know, I still really I love her crosses. So whenever I collect Chanel crosses, so whenever I see one that really tickles my fancy, especially in a special color like this one, I go for it. So next time you go to Chanel boutique and you see special whimsical pieces like this one that might not be your typical thing that you want to grab from Chanel, look. Literally look. I'm not wearing anything else from, well, I have Chanel makeup on, but all I have to do is add this little brooch to my hat. Changes everything. Everything. Literally everything. Oh, I'm also wearing a Chanel ring. But this one doesn't have a logo. Why does it not have a logo? Because it's like haute couture. This is their fine jewelry selection, so there's no logo on it. But anyway, this changes everything. And it's not a bag. Just saying. We'll go. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video and this unboxing. What a journey. Oh my gosh. So exciting. And now I have two Metiers d'Art brooches from this last Metiers d'Art collection. I have that Byzantine cross, like really old school, that is on the cover of the catalog. And then this one. This one is also available in a black colorway, but I really wanted this pink. Rose, pink, and pearly with yellow gold. The back is gorgeous too. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, thumb it up. I hope we learned something together here, and never give up on love. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Subscribe.